y'all, let me tell you, the only thing I can think of is, woo child, the ghetto, the ghetto, the ghetto. Shout out to Nene. Actually, speaking of Nene, y'all keep Nene in her prayers. We found out her son just had a heart attack / stroke. He's in the hospital right now. I couldn't imagine obviously you losing his dad recently. I'm sure that puts a lot of stress on him. There's stuff clearly going on, but y'all make sure to keep Nene and her family, in y'all's prayers. But that's all I could think of was Nene and her woo child, the ghetto, the ghetto. Like, we're over here with white refrigerators, and across the tracks over here with Wanda, showing up Wanda potatoes and her antics. Now, you guys, we're going to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. We definitely have to talk about this big ass episode and this drama. Finally, Scott's, the Holts, the mamas, everybody's just into it. So we're going to get into that. If you're new to my channel, appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button. Everybody else, drop down in the comments. Tell me what side you were on. Do you guys feel like it's been time for Melody to get in Wanda's ass? Do you guys feel like she should be respecting her because she is an elder? And if you were Melody, what would you do? If you were Melody, drop down in the comments and tell me what you would do. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. So we open up with Destiny. Y'all know this is her grand opening. And she's, I guess, Madani, y'all. Madani has been going back and forth between being closed. Rumor has it, she ain't been paying people. She's giving real Chateau charade. Allegedly she ain't been paying her employees. They've been coming down blasting her. Nonetheless, whatever it is, I guess Destiny's trying to get it right this time, opening up her store. But we just watched Destiny, y'all, act a whole ass this episode. Like, for people who already didn't like her, like, you definitely just grew even more of just a disgust. Like, that's the only word I can think of. Like, I was just purely disgusted because I'm one of those people who could just, like, you know what? I might not be in the best of situations, but let me make the best of it. Like, I'm not going to have no stank face. I'm not going to have no attitude. Like, we just going to let the shit ride out. But Destiny, on the other hand, she's one of those individuals that the minute something happens she don't like, something happens she might not, agree with, it just F's with her whole mood. And she's deciding she's gonna, be an asshole after that. That's cool if you want to do that at home, but ma'am, this is your grand opening for your business that has been closed since COVID and you said you've been struggling with. Here it is, you got the store open. You have free promotion on OWN network, Destiny, on OWN Oprah, on Oprah's television. You seriously get ready to act like this? So Stormi pulls up in her gold wrapped G-Wagon. Y'all, that's my dream car. When I hit the lottery, G-Wagon, that's going to be the first car just to have because I just always wanted a G-Wagon. But she came with the gold wrapped G-Wagon. Melody had her all white G-Wagon, like everybody G-Wagoned up. But nonetheless, Stormi's coming in and she has, a gift. She has some flowers. Destiny's telling people, y'all better go get her. Y'all better go get her, because if I go and say something, it's not going to be good. If I say something's not going to be good, y'all better tell her, because I don't want no drama today. And it's like, the only person who really brought the drama was you. But she sends out her friend. Her friend goes to Destiny, was like, we're not going to do this today. She don't want you here. And so Stormi's like, oh, for real? Like, this what we doing? Like, dang, I came with a gift and everything, got her little Gucci purse. Stormi wanted to let it know it was Gucci. She said the whole episode, Gucci, Gucci, and Gucci, and more Gucci. Like, bitch, I'm going to let you know I spent money on this, and here you are trying to throw me out of the establishment where you really need me to be here because wasn't nobody else there. But I digress. So Melnika is inside, y'all. Melnika low-key had me laughing this episode because she said, no, this is what we're not going to do, Destiny. We not going to do that. We black people, we trying to support each other, black business. At the end of the day, that's a business one. We going to do like the Caucasians. When she said Caucasians, I hollered. Because she was like, we're going to do like these Caucasians. We might not like them, but we're going to do business. Girl, go out there and do business. We're going to be like the Caucasians. We're going to make this money. So I guess that was enough of a pep talk for Melnika to go outside. She got the okay from Destiny to go, speak to Stormi and basically be like, okay, just come in. No drama, no shit. Like, Destiny is okay. So the friend, I guess, backed off. And so Stormi walks in and tries to be nice and cordial and speaks to Destiny. And literally her face the whole time, like, this was really Destiny the whole day, like this. Like, looking like that, like, who does that? Who does that? Like, I just don't like people like that. Like, get away from me with all your negative ass energy. So Stormi's coming in. She was like trying to hand her flowers. You know, how you doing? You know, congratulations. You know, at the end of the day, this is a black business. You know, I'm coming to support. You know, you a woman, a black woman. Like, because I know how hard it is in this industry. Like, Stormi, I do genuinely believe that Stormi was trying to, you know, extend an olive branch. But here go Destiny with her stank attitude. You know, okay, you know, she's like, girl, I got you a purse and everything from the last time we met, but I didn't see you. You know, it's Gucci. Now, Destiny perked up just a tad, just a touch. You know, she didn't want to come off too eager to the fact that, you know, she got a little Gucci. Oh, this is Gucci? You know, her ears perked up a little bit, but then she remembered, nah, I'm mad at this bitch, so I can't let her know. I can't let her know that I want this Gucci bag low key. So Stormi's like, do you got like a gift table or anything? And Destiny's like, nah. So I guess Stormi just walked over to the side and was like, well, I am sure in the back of Stormi's head, she was like, well, fuck you too then. Like, oh, if this what we gonna be, like, we see each other. So Destiny walks over there because Kimmy and Tisha are talking. And they are just looking at Destiny like, oh, what is going on with her? You know, they talking like, okay, Stormi coming in. You know, she's trying to be nice, you know. So Kimmy and Tisha are talking and Destiny walk up and they're talking to her like, girl, like, are you okay? Like, your energy's a little off. Like, this is your grand reopening. Like, your energy is just, it's in the dumps. It's garbage. It's trash, you know? And Destiny's like, I ain't got no problem. You know, it's what it, you know, it's what it is, you know? And so Kimmy asked a very good question, like, okay, can you and Stormi come back from this? Like, was it that bad? You know, from what we understand, like, it was just the Galentine's event, and what Stormi and Destiny are beefing over, not even really a beef fight, had a disagreement over, really isn't that big. And so the fact that Destiny is taking it to this extent of like giving her this just like cold shoulder / attitude / I got a problem, well, we really got a problem, but I say I don't got a problem, I know I got a problem, and it's like, bitch, we all know you got a problem, because saying you don't have a problem, like, bitch, you got a problem, like, your attitude is giving you got a problem, like, quit playing in our faces, Destiny. So it's like she's trying to give off this energy of like, we cool, you know, I ain't got no issue, but she says she got an issue, and Stormi keeps saying like, I ain't got an issue, so there's no issue. And Destiny at this point is one of those people who likes to victimize herself. There are certain people in the world where they always are putting themselves in the victim role. Everything's done to them. Oh, you know, woe is me. And, you know, Destiny trying to act like she plays no parts, and why Stormi and her are into it, and why Melody and her are into it. But nonetheless, you know, Kimmy's like, girl, like, so when does the olive branch, you know, commence? Like, when do we move forward from here? And it's like, well, ain't no olive branch needed. You know, it's like, but it kind of looks like there is. You know, Tisha even like, well, girl, like, you know, pep it up. Like, you know, this is your event, your time. Like, come on. At this point, Kimmy and Tisha have given up because Destiny wants to sit here and sulk. She wants to sit there and be mad. Martell's over there talking to Stormi like, girl, you know what's up? You know what's going on? And she's like, yeah, you know, I came in and I guess, you know, trying to apologize to Destiny. And even Martell was like, what's the apology for? And Stormi's like, shit, I don't know. But I think Stormi was really just like, you know what? Let me just apologize, whatever this girl need to hear, because I really am trying to move on. But when you are around those people who want to sit there and stay like that, you let them stay like that and move your ass on somewhere else. So what I did say, y'all, was really funny though last episode when Marsau and Tisha came in and they saw Wanda unloading. Marsau did not want to help Wanda's ass at all. He saw them. She was like, you gonna help my mama? He's like, let's go in the store, Tisha. Like, he didn't want to help Wanda at all. That little bit of characteristic right there in a man is trash. Even though you don't like Miss Wanda, she a woman trying to set up her shit. Like, you just like, he does not mess with Wanda at all. So it's just kind of like, he would rather let her struggle than just be a nice little gentleman and go over there and help set up a goddamn table for your mother-in-law. I get you don't like her. We all don't like Miss Wanda sometimes, Marsau, but it's the least you can do. Just be like, you know what? I don't fuck with her, but you know, I see a woman in need. Let me put the tables up for her. But Marsau said, we're going to get the ass in the store. So I just thought about that. But, yeah, so Martell is over there talking to Stormi, and here it is at this point. We see, you know, Melody. That's when Melody, did Martell come with Melody? I think Martell did come in. Yeah, at that point, that's when Melody walks in, and Destiny sees her, which when I tell you, her eyes could not have rolled so goddamn hard. Her eyes, she cut like, I just think of Medea when she was like, girl, roll your eyes again. I take them out of your head and have them looking at you. Like, just roll your eyes again. It was just kind of like, yikes. Like, and Mel came and broke up the scene. She said, I'm coming and my foot is going to be on everybody's neck. I'm not doing it today, especially Wanda. I'm kicking ass, taking names. First on the list is Wanda. So she walking, Melody, I'm not going to lie, Melody, she played a little part in this, in my opinion, with the very shallow high. Yes, she said, hey, but when you do go to an event or any type of, you do go to the person personally that is hosting, or whatever it is, the event that you're showing up to. So did she say, hey, Destiny? Yes. She did it on a technicality. She did not actually go up to Destiny and say, hey, congratulations, you opened up the store, but also then again, everybody only showed up because this clearly was a production moment where they needed everybody to be at this scene. Everybody was going to show up and they were going to, use this clearly. So both Destiny and Melody just checked in like, bitch, I'm only here so I don't get fined. Like, I'm here because I'm trying to collect this paycheck. So Melody came in to her, hey. Destiny was so checked out that she didn't even hear it though. Like, granted, Melody didn't come up and like do the whole personal thing. Like, she extended like, little hey, hello. And Destiny was just out of it. Like, the whole mood, I feel like she didn't even start in a happy place at this event. So it makes me feel like what probably happened was Destiny was told that everybody was going to be at this scene because before scenes they give everybody kind of like an itinerary, a heads up or whatever, when you're supposed to show up to set, what's going to happen in the scene. And I feel like Destiny knew the whole time that Melody was going to pop up, Stormi was going to pop up, which is why from the get-go her attitude was ass. Like, it was just it was stank. Like, that's the only word I can think of. It's just stank. Just stank. Like, that's the only word I can think of. Her face just looked like she just stepped in something. You just smelling, ugh. But yeah, that's what I personally feel like. I feel like Destiny knew they were coming, and that just shifted her whole mood. But it's like, don't you ever let no bitch like have that energy, like that power over you. To allow somebody else to have so much power over you that you don't even work your own event. Like, you couldn't even work the room at your own grand reopening. Oh, hell no, Destiny, no ma'am, no. Now everybody looking at you on Twitter like, this is not it. We ready to get you kicked off and Stormi's gonna take your place. That's what it's looking like. But nonetheless, when Melody came in and say, hey, Destiny ignored it, and so Melody went over there to talk to Stormi. Like, hey, Stormi, what's up? What's going on? And Stormi basically fills her in with the girl, I tried to come in, be nice, say hey to Destiny. Bitch, I even got her a Gucci bag, because I want us to be Gucci, I want us to be good. And, she basically gave me and so I would have been like, low-key Stormi, I'm like, okay, I'll take my damn Gucci bag back. You can take these flowers, but I sure will either return this, exchange it for something for me, or give it to somebody else for Christmas. Because, bitch, like Destiny, Stormi said in her confessional, who do you know who spends $2,000 on a bag on a bitch that they don't like? Like, who wouldn't want to, like, be cool or be friends with somebody, or I don't even know you like that, spend $2,000 on you? Who would do that? First of all, that lets you know how Stormi got money like that. She got money. But secondly, it's like, she was trying to do good, but like I said, Destiny was all up in her mood. But Melody, hit her with the, well, you can only leave people where they at, it don't matter if the other person don't see you doing good, as long as, God sees it, God sees that you're trying to do good. You just got to ignore people. If they want to stay low vibrational, shout out to Stormi Wellington. If they want to stay low vibrational, you got to let them stay low in the dumps, because we royalty over here. That's a hood rat plate that she working with. She working with hood rat plate energy right now. Like, she low vibrational. Y'all need to go watch Funky Dineva video. Shout out to Funky Dineva. That shit was too funny. Bitch, you low vibrational. That's a hood rat plate. Stormi is out of line. But, they're talking, and, we do see a moment where Van and Martell were talking. They, were discussing how she, he's good with Melody. They're good now. When Melody and Martell are good, Martell knows how to stay on the straight and narrow. He want to act right. That's why all season He ain't really said no shit about Melody. When Destiny tried to pull him into the mess, you know, he stayed out of it. And he just got invited to this family vacation in Destin. He wasn't trying to fuck that up. So, you know, he's been good the whole time. And Miss Van, she threw her little slug in there when she was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just so glad you and Melody are talking right now. And Martell's like, yeah, you know, we're good. You know, so much so, like, she invited me to Destin. And Miss Van was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, you know. She was like, oh, you did that? He was like, oh, no. Hold on, y'all. These spam calls, man. These spam calls are killing me. She was like, oh, you got invited? He was like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, no, she told me about that. But, you know, we all know what happened after that. What had happened was he thought he was going that trip, all play family, all reminiscing. He thought he was going to get some. He thought he was going to be able to, like, wiggle his way back on into Melody's heart and legs. It didn't happen. He came back from Florida and started going off. That's when all that shit happened on the internet. And it went bad. Like, Martell, we know your games, but at the moment, you being good. At the moment, Martell doesn't get any blame for this situation. That when he wrong, he hella wrong. But when he get his one little off chances that, you know, we can support Martell, then I'm a person of right and wrong. Whether I like the person or not, like, I fuck with just who's right and who's wrong in this situation. In this time, Martell was doing what he was supposed to be doing. So, Melody was like, you know, I came in, you know, she's got done saying her little highs. And then, oh, no. Destiny's friend had me rolling too with her little bouffant in the front, her little fluffy hair. She walked over to Melody and Stormi. Can I help you? Are y'all having a good time? And Melody said, we're having a good time with each other, you know. She's like, we're having a good time with each other. And they're like, is there anything we can help you with? No, we good. And it's like, girl, what you helping them with this empty ass store? Destiny's store was, in comparison, on the little lighter side. I mean, but they could at least film the one part of the story that had, you know, some products in it. Speaking of products, Destiny said, girl, if you really want to support them, why am I the only black business on the block that ain't got your products? I said, look how you treating her. Like, Destiny, like, you expect to treat somebody like that, the entitlement. Like, black business, black people are not, like, you still gotta work with people that you genuinely can do business with. And bitch, you can't even talk to her when she walk in the store. So why would y'all do business together? That requires talking. You didn't even want to talk to her. Like, god dang it. Like, no. Stormi was right to do that. But yeah, the lady came over that it was definitely kind of funny because she was definitely trying to be nice, nasty with it. And Mel caught it. That's why she said, we're having a nice time with each other. So Mel's like, you know what? I gotta go. I got some shit I need to work out. So Mel walks outside, and I guess Destiny decided she was gonna try to talk hot shit with her walking at the store. You shouldn't have come in the store and not talk to the owner anyway. You came here. Melly was like, what was that girl about? Like, you talking to me behind my back. You know, Melody was like, I got bigger fish to fry. But Destiny, you definitely waiting for Melody to leave the store to sit there and try to say some shit. Like, you wait till she's walking out. She was in the store long enough for you to say something. And then you gonna wait till her ass walk out. Like, it was definitely giving real, like, I've been wanting to have an issue, but I'm not gonna do it right here. Like, Destiny was wanting something to pop off, which is why she had that passive-aggressive ass, fake ass energy. She was wanting something to happen between them so she could go off. Like, Destiny's dealing with a lot in her life right now. She's dealing with, you know, the divorce from LeBaric. He not seeing the baby, ain't taking care of the baby, obviously, because Melody had to give her $5,000, like, you know, to help her out, and which Melody blasted because Destiny said she ain't a good friend. And Melody was like, well, bitch, if I ain't a good friend, what about the time that I sent you $5,000 trying to help you out? And it was kind of like, oh, and like, well, Destiny, she kind of got you with that one there, you know, but Destiny kind of feels like she was wrong for doing that. But it's like, I don't know, if you try to tell the public that she a bad friend, I mean, I would want to defend myself too and feel like, well, damn, I'm really a bad friend, but I was there for you. You know, like, she didn't come out and say that until you know, try to put her on blast first. But Destiny definitely was weak as hell for wiggity wiggity whack for waiting for, you know, Mel to walk out the store. Miss Van was like, ooh, that's just so rude, you know. And she was like, Miss Van, you can leave too. She was like, don't worry about it, I'm leaving. And she was like, God bless you. And Miss Van, she hit her right in the gut talking about, ooh, girl, it's like, if you gonna want to do good, if you want to have a successful business, you're gonna have to learn how to act better than that. I was like, yikes. I was like, because she was telling the truth, because Destiny, the way you was acting today, you is not going to be successful in business if you continue to have that attitude right there. So, Melody, here we go to show enough Wanda, show enough nasty ass potatoes, show enough not getting it. Like, everybody was talking about Miss Wanda's potatoes and her food not necessarily being the greatest. And I ain't gonna lie, Miss Wanda did not look like she can cook. She was like one of the black mamas who just throw shit together. Like, what's up in this pantry, baby? What's up in this pantry, babies? We'll be cooking. But she is out there, you know, trying to mix her greens and stuff. And Melody, here she come on the live. But producers told her to get off the live. Y'all remember that? We saw this in real time before we got to the show. So Melody's like, oh, we going live for live. We going live for live. Wanda's like, we doing what? We doing what? What's your issue? Oh, you got a problem with me though. Of course, here go Melody. You got a problem with me though. I heard you talking shit about me and my kids. You got something to say all the time. Wait a minute, Bernard, is that you? And when she did that, I hollered, Bernard, is that you? The one that was talking about my kids? Bernard over to me, I don't know what we got a problem about. Why would I talk about your kids? We ain't got no problem. That's when Wanda was like, no, you got a problem because I got a problem with her. If I got a problem with her, then nigga, you got a problem with her too. So they're going, Melody is off the rocker at this point. She been holding it in a long ass time. Melody said, I've been dealing with y'all for years. For years, you've been talking shit about me and I ain't been saying nothing. Now I'm sick of it because you bringing my kids into it. You trying to say something about my kids. You know we got boundaries. Don't nobody supposed to be talking about kids. And Wanda, of course, with the, I didn't even say nothing. You know, I'm only saying something because Martell said it. That's why you need to check your baby dad. That's why, matter of fact, you need to go find who your baby daddy is. And at this point, it's getting hyped. You know, they get in each other's faces. Tisha's coming up. Martell's coming up. You know, Mel is letting her have it. And she was like, girl, we should try to want to respect you because you my elder. But that shit's going out the window now. Wanda's like, well, if you want to talk about elder, then have your mama step up to the plate. And Miss Van was like, nah, she got it. My daughter got it. And sure enough, she did. Miss Van knew, let me stay my ass over here because Melody's going to handle her business. And that's what Tisha should have been doing with Wanda. Like, you a lot of times had Miss Wanda in some shit because she low-key was saying the things that you know, probably wanted to say but weren't, you know, boss enough to do it. Tisha had a lot of times where Miss Wanda was speaking for her. And so now you're getting Wanda caught up because, yeah, Miss Wanda in the beginning was hella entertaining. She was funny. She was ratchet in all the right ways, you know, just hood fabulous. But then I think the publicity got to her head. Now she's starting to say crazier and crazier stuff. And she's getting out of line. Like, the way you're so comfortable talking about people's kids and just being like, I am who I am. You know, I said it. Yep, I sure did say it. You know, and so now Marsau got to tell Tisha, like, girl, back up. Like, low-key, Marsau's been wanting to get her ass ate up. That's what it really was. He been low-key been wanting Miss Wanda to get her ass ate up. And watching Mel do it, I think he was slightly pleased, but he can't tell Tisha that. So now he's telling Tisha, oh, get out the way, you know, let her handle it. You know, she in it. She's like, I'm not going to let my mama get, you know, ate up. I ain't going to let my mama get touched, you know, da-da-da-da. Which I get it. No daughter is going to watch her mama, you know, get into an altercation and not beat her. I ain't mad at Tisha for that part. But also, in addressing your mama is been fucked up, though, Tisha. Like, you know that. Like, you know your mama has said a lot of stuff, and the way that you're just so blatantly ignoring the fact that she talked about people's kids is a part of the issue. You are very much aware, and you keep defending her. So now, you know, they going back and forth, and Kimmy is now getting into it because she's trying to get Miss Wanda to understand, like, girl, this ain't a good look for you. This ain't a good look. So Miss Wanda, she go in the store. Maurice is trying to, you know, hold on to her. She too busy trying to get proof. I got proof. Martell was the one that said, I got the idea from Martell. And y'all all know Martell did an interview with Heavenly and talked about how, you know, Melody terminated her pregnancies. And he's like, oh, well, you know, she terminated them. Why would she terminate them if the baby was mine? So he kind of did throw a little, start some shit with that. But Wanda took that and went running, though. She took that and went running with, oh, you know, now this, you know, sugar mama ain't his type shit. And it's like, Like, no, ma'am, this is what we're not gonna do. And so Maurice is inside trying to keep Wanda on a leash, and now Martell, Marsau, Kimmy, they're all outside trying to basically get Miss Wanda to understand, like, look, you can't keep doing this. Like, Kimmy's like, girl, this is not a good look. You don't want to, like, this. We do not want this to be your perception, just basically going around being a hoodlum. And when Melody said, when when Wanda said trash asshole, I said, here go the hood part. I said, when she said, get that trash asshole in my face, narrow-minded asshole in my face, Miss Wanda was going. So when Melody heard trash asshole, she said from across the tracks, Tisha had turned, and you know she was hot, because that was something that was such a big trigger point for her last season, when Marsau basically told her Miss Wanda was from across the tracks, you know? So when Melody said that, Tisha was looking like, bitch. Yes, Melody, Tisha, she's acting like she's from across the tracks. Trash asshole. I'm done with that. Boy, I started laughing. So now that Maurice is trying to hold Miss Wanda back inside the store, we got Martell and Marsau talking, basically like, look, she talking about my kids. Like, Marsau's trying to, no, she wouldn't. You know, it ain't the same. You know, we sitting here talking about that. You know, and it's like, no, because if roles reversed and, you know, she was saying something, if I said something like that about you, saying like your kids wasn't yours, you would feel some type of way. I think by that time Maurice was outside, actually, now I think about it. Maurice was outside by this time, but Destiny's manager friend was holding Mama Wanda inside. So, you know, they're talking, and finally we get Marsau to somewhat agree. Yeah, you know, I can understand that. I can understand that. So it's like, Marsau, you understand that. So why are you picking a fight with Martell after? Because Martell, y'all see, tried to walk away. But I think Marsau, in this moment, he was speaking it into existence. He wanted that shit to happen when he pulled Tisha to the side and was like, hey, you can't get involved, because if you get involved, you know, that's a man on the other side of that. And Martell, you know, has a history of not being able to control his anger. He threw that little slug out there in his confession line. That's what I'm saying. Marsau, he been throwing little jabs at Martell. And if you feel this way about him, how come you working with him then? How come you working with him then, Marsau? About, I ain't put my family at risk. Like, he just talks out of both sides of his neck. Like, I can't with Marsau. Martell can't be trusted. He's a risk to your family. He can't control his emotions, but yet you want him to work with you? Really? So now let's get to the crux of it. You trying to start this fight with Martell because you really ain't over the fact that he drug your ass into this cheating mess. You thought Martell was gonna go down on this sinking shit by himself because he the one that got busted. But unfortunately for you, Martell is not one of them niggas who can take an L and walk, you know, and go be a little dog and go lick his wounds in the outhouse. He said, nah, nigga, I was in Atlanta. I was cheating. So was you. We going down together. We going down this ship together, my nigga. We gonna hold hands. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if we can. I don't know why that jumped in my head. But they're going to reach out and touch each other's hand, and we're going to ride this out together. We both was cheating. We all was cheating. Yep. If I'm burning up, and if I call up my house is on fire, nigga, yours is too. And that's why Marsau is not over it. He said that. He was like, if anybody throws some, you know, gasoline on my house, best believe I'm going to burn theirs down first. That's what Marsau said that episode, right? So Marsau definitely was picking at Martell. He wanted that fight. And I think Martell and Marsau been wanting to, like, you know, low-key take some aggression out on each other because it just is what it is. Like, y'all two niggas got caught up and had to start slinging mud on each other to try and make your house look a little more clean. But at the end of the day, y'all both ain't shit niggas. Like, y'all just got busted. Tisha's just the only one dumb enough to sit there and stay. Melly decided she was going to walk her ass away. You know, real Mary J. Blige style. 11 years I sacrifice. Melody said, I'm done because I should have left your ass 1,000 times. But Tisha, on the other hand, she's staying. That's another conversation. So Marsau and Martell start beefing. They start going at each other. They start pulling them back in the fight. Marsau, this what you want to do. This what you want to do. You know, he fighting. Maurice got to pull him back. we saw Marsau go after Martell. Martell was walking away, and Marsau was like, "No, you gonna hear me talk." And so he touched. If I'm not mistaken, somebody like got touched Martell in the back. It looked like it was Marsau, and that's what made him turn around. But Marsau, nonetheless, was all up in Martell's face, and so Martell, had to give him that chest bump, like, back up off me. And so that's where it started. Where do we go from here? Honestly, the question, because Martell was supposed to work with Tisha and Marsau at Skolt. Now they ain't got into this fight. You think they're gonna fire him? Like, do you think they're gonna be like, sorry, can't do it? And that's the problem, because I still don't think Martell got his own builder's license. So how this nigga gonna work is the question, because I don't even think he still got his builder's license. But now that y'all have had this fight, and now we finally like come to a head between all of y'all, like, really not liking with each other, y'all just fuck with each other for the show, for the bread. I ain't mad at it. Get your check, get paid, but don't be, assholes in the process. Destiny, Wanda, Tisha has her moments of being an asshole with Melody, like, starting these beefage. Like, it's just, it's a mess. Like I said, Woo Child, the ghetto. They pulled Marsau to the back. Miss Wanda, get your hands off of Marsau. He's telling you, leave me alone, let me cool down. Here go Wanda. You know what you told me. You know what you told me. She grabbing Marsau, and it's like, bitch, if you don't get your hands off me, like, when somebody's upset, especially a man, Miss Wanda, back your ass off. Like, she was like, I don't care if you a man, ma'am. This is the issue. You don't be understanding. Read the room. Get your hands off Marsau. Anytime a man is upset or anything, y'all stay your ass away. Because, or if he trying to, like, don't be trying to fight with no nigga. Like, I'm just one of those people who personally believes, like, if you a female, don't rest on the fact that you a female to keep you from getting your ass whooped. Because these dudes out here do not care. And if you keep pushing, they will whoop your ass. And it's just kind of like, girl, that's why you back your ass away. But Marsau was trying to cool down. Destiny grabs Martell and was like, get in the car, Martell. Get in the car, get in the car. And she's dragging him around. And it's so funny, like, Destiny is always there for Martell and trying to cape for him and defend him and everything. So watching her try to get him in the car, she still has those moments of, like, trying to be there for the Holts, essentially. I just think deep down, Destiny got her feelings hurt from Melody. She moved on to Stormi. And that's okay. Like, they both can take a little bit of accountability in the fact that, like, okay, Destiny, you were not doing good with communicating your feelings to Melody. And Melody, you were not doing a good job in just trying to understand where your friend was at. And I think Melody did a quick, snip with Destiny and didn't really give it time to just, like, for them to fix it. Which she's entitled to do that, but it doesn't mean that somebody's gonna get hurt in the process. Like, y'all broke up a friendship, and, like, losing friends, hurts as much too. And then she gotta watch her go off and be with Stormi, which I know, like, was like salt in the wound. It don't give Destiny right to sit there and act like an asshole right now, though. It don't. But like, there's validity all around. I try to be an objective person and understand there's validity in things all around. But Destiny overall, Madani, I don't know what to tell you. You might have blown up your spot acting like ass, having such a bitchy attitude. Nobody wants to be around that trash ass attitude. Just stank face. Like, I was disgusted. Just wiggity whack. That's all I can say. Like, Destiny, you definitely did yourself in. Twitter was lighting her ass up. I mean, it was justified. Stormi and everybody's just like, well, how do we even get here? How do we even get here? Miss Wanda went back to making her plate. Stormi's like, I ain't never seen somebody fighting and come back to making some plates. Can I get that macaroni greens and a little bit of ribs? Like, let me get a little bit of this food, though. I'm hungry after watching you hoes trying to fight. Yeah, and that's just kind of where the episode ended. Tisha did have to say, Miss Wanda, what she say, Mom, you can't do that. Because remember, Wanda, I forgot about that. Wanda ran from outside and came on the back end and was able to try to swing at Melody. And that's what kind of, like, started the rift, like, back up. And Tisha's like, really, Mama? Really? Yes, Tisha, really. That's your mama. She act the ass. Now take her ass home and talk to her, because this is it. Like, this is it. Like, everybody's had enough of Wanda. Hell, Kimmy, 2 seasons ago, let Wanda know she was doing too much. Like, she's no longer in the respect our elder type category, because they respected her because of you. like, because you her daughter, right? But at the end of the day, we two grown ass women. If your mama's grown, I'm grown, we're gonna have this conflict, and you just gonna have to worry and sit your ass on the sideline because she grown enough to handle it. She grown enough to get herself in a situation, so she gonna be grown enough to get herself out of it, point blank, period. So I ride for Mel in this situation. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. You guys feel like Melody was in the right? Would y'all have done that? Do you guys feel like Marsau and Martell all along have been trying to beef with each other, been low-key been wanting to fight with each other? What do you guys think about Destiny? Is it time for Destiny to possibly get, axed off for Love and Marriage Huntsville? I feel like she's dealing with a lot in her life right now, which is understood. You're allowed to deal with a lot of stuff, but like, don't take it on to other people. Like, don't be one of those people too. But yeah, you guys, that was Love and Marriage Huntsville. Next week we will be back. We'll see how everything turns out. Y'all make sure to stay tuned. I'm gonna get into Real Housewives of Potomac. I will catch you guys in the next one. Follow my Instagram and Twitter. Tag, post, share, all that good stuff. Thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces.